Okay, think about your morning routine for a second. You step into the shower, grab your face wash or body wash, lather up, rinse off, done. Pretty standard stuff. We all know sun protection is vital, right? We hear it constantly. We try to remember the sunscreen, maybe grab a hat. But what if that simple act, just washing your face, could also give you real UV protection, like protection that actually stays on your skin even after you rinse? Sounds kind of impossible, doesn't it? Well, today we're doing a deep dive into one of the absolute giants in consumer goods, Unilever. Yeah, chances are you've definitely got their products somewhere in your house, probably the bathroom. We're going to look at just how big they are in personal care, how they use patents to protect their ideas, and then really unpack this fascinating new patent application. It seriously could change how we approach sun protection and like our everyday cleansers. So our mission here is to get under the hood, understand the science behind this potential shift, and we're going straight to the source, a U.S. patent application from Unilever. It's US 2024-0398684A1, just published December 5th, 2024, and it's called High HUV Protection Cleansing Composition. Doesn't get much clearer than that. This document gives us a direct look at what they're cooking up and, what problems they hope to solve for you. Okay, so Unilever, let's unpack that name first. It's everywhere. Like you said, most of us use their products daily. Dove, maybe. Vaseline, Simple Skincare, Pond's.
Absolutely. And don't forget brands like Axe or Rexona on the men's side, too.
Right.
Their reach is enormous.
Right. So they're clearly big, but how significant are they really when it comes to actual innovation in skincare? Are they just tweaking formulas or doing, genuinely new stuff?
Oh, they are absolutely a global leader, make no mistake. Their personal care division, especially cleansers, is just vast. Think about the sheer scale, the amount of product moving daily globally.
Right.
That scale means they invest heavily in R&D. It's not just about new fragrances, it's deep science. And what's really interesting, and the patent actually mentions this, is that this isn't some brand new idea for them. They were already looking into wash-off sunscreen deposition way back in 2001.
Wow, 2001. So this has been on the radar for ages.
Exactly. It shows this is a long-term strategic goal.
Yeah.
Figuring out how to get sun protection into products that, well, usually wash right off. They've been plugging away at this challenge.
That makes sense. A long game, like you said. So if they're investing so much in this kind of innovation, how do they protect it? It can't just be about being first to market, right? This is where patents come in, I assume.
Precisely. It's all about intellectual property.
So what is a patent application, really? Why is it so critical for a company like Unilever? What are they signaling by filing one?
Okay, so a patent application is basically a public document where a company lays out in quite a bit of detail a new invention they've created. They describe the problem, their unique solution, how it works, and crucially, they're asking for exclusive rights to use that invention for a set time.
So it's like staking a claim.
Exactly. For Unilever, in a super competitive space like skincare, patenting is vital, especially for something tricky like making UV protection stick from a cleanser that's scientifically challenging. It protects their R&D investment, helps secure their market position, and honestly, it tells the whole industry, hey, look where we're innovating.
Like a glimpse into their future plans?
You got it. It's often a pretty clear window into their strategic direction, like looking at their R&D roadmap, as you said earlier.
Okay, roadmap time. Let's follow this specific one. US 30240398684A1. What's the core problem they're trying to solve here for you, the person using the face wash? And why is it such a tough nut to crack scientifically?
Well, the patent document starts with the basics, reminding us about UV radiation, UVA, and UVB. Most people know UVB causes sunburn, but UVA goes deeper, causing aging, and significantly raises the risk for things like melanoma.
Right, the standard dangers we hear about?
Exactly. Now, traditional sunscreens work because they're designed to stay put. They often use oils. They're hydrophobic, meaning they repel water.
So they stick to your skin even if you sweat or get a little wet.
Right. But think about a cleanser. Its whole purpose is to remove things, dirt, oil, makeup, and usually itself.
Right, yeah.
So the massive challenge, what the patent calls the wash-off challenge, is how do you get those UV protective ingredients to stay behind after you rinse?
Yeah, how do you make it stick when the whole process is designed to wash things away? It seems contradictory.
It really does. That's why delivering high UV protection from something you rinse off is considered a bit of a holy grail in formulation science.
Okay, so it's tough. What's the breakthrough they're describing in this application? How do they actually make it work? How do they overcome that wash-off problem?
So the patent talks about achieving enhanced deposition of sunscreens. Fancy term, but it just means more sunscreen actually sticks to your skin compared to, say, just mixing sunscreen into a regular wash.
Okay, enhanced deposition. How?
It seems to boil down to a clever combination of two key things.
Huh?
First, they use specific water-soluble organic sunscreens. The patent mentions needing between 0.1% and 10% of these. They even name names, like disodium phenyl, dibenzimidazole, tetrasulfonate.
Whoa, okay. Science names. Any common names for those?
Yeah, that first one is also known as Mexerol SX or neoheliopan AP. The other big one they mention is terethylidine decamphor sulfonic acid, or TINSA. The key thing is they dissolve in water. That makes them play nicely in a water-based cleanser formulation.
Okay, so water-soluble sunscreens. What's the
Yeah.
second part?
The second part is putting these water-soluble sunscreens into what they call a high surfactant composition.
Surfactants. Those are the cleansing agents, right? The stuff that makes lather.
Exactly. They lift dirt and oil. The patent says these formulations have a lot of surfactant, anywhere from 6% up to maybe even 80% by weight.
80%. That sounds like a lot.
It is high. But here's the clever bit. This high surfactant level seems to do more than just clean. It appears to help create this sort of temporary environment on the skin surface during the washing process. And this environment somehow encourages those water-soluble sunscreen molecules to, well, deposit or adhere onto the skin instead of just getting rinsed away with everything else.
Okay. So the cleanser itself helps the sunscreen stick around, like a delivery system.
Kind of like a smart delivery system, yeah. It knows what to leave behind even while it's washing other stuff away. Pretty
Yeah.
neat chemistry.
That does sound clever. So for you using this at home, what would it actually look like? Do you need to leave it on for ages or do anything special?
No, that's the beauty of it, according to the patent. It's designed to be really simple. You just apply the cleanser like normal. The examples they show involve leaving it on the skin for, say, 1 to 5 minutes maybe, while you wash the rest of you in the shower.
So not long at all.
Not long, then you just rinse it off as usual. But, and this is the core claim, despite rinsing, a significant amount of the UV protection stays put. The patent data, they have tables showing results, suggests enhanced deposition, sometimes over 30% or even 40% more sunscreen left on the skin compared to simpler formulas.
Wow. So a noticeable amount actually remains.
Yes, it means you're getting a measurable layer of UV protection that stays with you after you towel off.
Okay, so what's the real relevance here for the average person? Why should you care about this? It's not going to replace your main sunscreen, right?
Probably not replacing your dedicated beach sunscreen, though. But think of it as a foundational layer. That's a key point. The relevance is really about convenience and integration. Imagine getting a baseline level of UV protection automatically just from washing your face or body each morning.
Yeah, no extra step.
Exactly. Think about people who hate the feel of traditional sunscreen or find it irritating. This might be a lighter alternative, at least for incidental exposure. Or think about kids. Getting them to stand still for sunscreen application can be a battle, right?
Oh, tell me about it.
So a wash that leaves some protection behind could be a really helpful backup. It makes sun safety more effortless, more built in. It could genuinely help make basic UV protection more consistent for a lot of people just by transforming a step they already do every single day.
Okay, so let's tie this all together. We've looked at Unilever, this giant in personal care. We've seen how patents like this one, US 22403986884A1, give us a peek into their innovation pipeline. And we've dug into the science of this specific invention, this idea of getting UV protection to stick, even from a cleanser, tackling that wash-off challenge.
Yeah, it's not just a tweak. It's really a different way of thinking about combining cleansing, which is essential, with sun protection, which is also essential.
And why does this matter to you? Well, it shows how big companies are constantly working on solving everyday problems. It points towards a future where maybe your daily shower isn't just about getting clean, but it's also your first step in sun defense.
Absolutely. Making those healthy choices easier, almost automatic by integrating them into routines you already have, that consistent low-effort layer of defense could be really impactful.
So here's something to think about. What if that quick morning wash actually became your first line of defense against UV damage? No extra product, no extra time. How might that change how you view your daily routine and maybe even the products sitting there in your shower right now? What power could they hold in the future?